Hey everyone, welcome to Finish Friday, the first edition. This is the first time I'm doing this. The goal of this is selfish, for selfish reasons. If you've joined us before, you'll know that I do these morning pages every morning, but it's not very often that I actually am able to go back and finish a project. And I think that's the most important thing. And so in order to do that, I'm holding myself accountable to go back, listen to my morning pages, and then choose one track a week on Friday afternoons, Hawaii Standard Time, to go in and try to finish as much of it as I can. And what I found was interesting is when I was listening to some of those tracks from August, I kind of felt that there were a few tracks that kind of would go well together. And so, yeah, it might be a little bit of a mashup of what we had before. So we're going to listen to a couple of the tracks that I thought I would want to finish and get your opinion on what you think. Let me write a quick message in the chat. Yeah. Oh, awesome. I see a couple viewers have hopped on. So let me just kind of repeat what I said. Finish Friday, the goal is to actually finish a song because, you know, it's fairly easy to start something, but it's hard to finish. So I decided to do this Finish Friday thing for selfish reasons so that I can hold myself accountable to actually finish a track rather than having 31 unfinished tracks per month. So every week I'm going to try to choose a track from the prior week to actually go and finish. So different from morning pages, I probably won't be chatting too much, but I've got the microphone on and I'm going to try to walk through my process of finishing a track. And if you had any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. And I'll look over there every so often. But otherwise, yeah, thank you guys for coming to the channel. And yeah, let's make some music. Better yet, if you wanted to put me on mute and go to your DAW or your studio and finish a track over the next couple hours, yeah, I'd be stoked about that because, you know, this world needs more great music and art in the world. So yeah, let's finish those tracks. So right now what I have open is my track from August 31st. I was debating between August 31st and August 13th. But let's quickly hear what that morning page sounded like.
This is your last warning. Leave or we will send you back to the hell where you belong.
They're not all clods after all. Someone has imagination and a gift of expression.
This is no laughing matter, Mike.
Let's just do it and see if I can trace my origins. Maybe I'll find myself there.
Well, I don't know, Mike. I just hadn't thought about it.
No, then don't.
So that was created just a few days ago on August 31st. I'm going to try to finish it up. I was debating between that and another track, but let me just show you my what I have as a spreadsheet real quick. So for the 31st, let's see, do I have it over here? Yeah, 31st. Sorry, it's in red. It's hard to read. But I rated this a 4 out of 5. And just to refresh my memory, this was in 99 beats per minute, D flat minor pentatonic. I used the Moog Matriarch. That was that kind of digital guitar sound. And I used a natural selection as a live Ableton Live pack, and I used the Mellotron as a VST. So yeah, and what I wrote was struggled at the start figuring out the best way to use the Mellotron. Love the sounds, but it really did a number on my CPU, so we might run into that again. Finally came up with a male choir pattern that fit the Moog Matriarch digital guitar, New Order-esque vibe. After patching the Matriarch and recording the pattern, we recorded in some modular noise that fed in a random radio stream into beats. This provided some ambient texture to the final jam. Next, we looked through the unnatural selection loops and grabbed a few to complement our TR-8S drum pattern. This drum pattern was programmed into the TR-8S and brought back into Ableton via MIDI. So great, we have the MIDI. That's always important. Happy accident occurred when I shifted the pattern over a step, which added more variation to the track. Oh, okay, I remember that. Finally, we brought out the Prophet 6 for some acid gen patterns and actually had our second happy accident during the arrangement. It had reset to a different preset and sounded fantastic with what we had. So yeah, now I remember. I wasn't like super happy with it, but going back and listening to it again, I liked it because I really liked the samples. The other one that I was going to put in, and we'll listen to that real quick, that I think would fit in is this August 13th. And this one is in D, so it's one step, I guess one note above. So we'll have to change that if we're going to kind of mix these. And then, okay, so this is when I started the live stream. Okay, my favorite one of the live stream. The Beads drone is quite cool, as is the bass from the Pro 1. Can be sped up. All in all, a great stream, and this one can go far. And the reason why I didn't choose that one is because this is before I started putting things in arrangement during the stream. So let's take a quick listen to what that one sounds like. That was August 13th. And the cool thing is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into that project and bring some of those elements back into this one and see if there's a way to kind of add some elements. And I'm going to start doing that now. Okay, so that was August 13th. I think there are some elements that we can use. So I'm just going to spend the rest of the time putting in some of those audio files, and then I'm going to have to pitch these down a step because we were in different key. Oh, this one was my Pro 1 shoots. I wish I labeled these better. I'm just gonna have to remember. And there's probably a better way of doing it than just going through each step. And I now see that it probably wasn't good to delete some of the tracks. I was doing it because I wanted to make sure my CPU load was okay. So yeah, I mean, I think we got a couple things here. And let me just take these 3 elements, and I think we just pitch them down a semitone. So now that bass line right here is going to sound like this. And it should sound okay with our go with. Let me just make sure.
This is your last warning. Leave or we will send you back to the hell where you belong.
They're not all. Someone has imagination and a gift of expression.
Yeah.
This is no lack of matter, Mike.
Okay, cool. Let me start labeling these. This one was a modular drone, or it wasn't a drone, it was voices. This was the Reverb Alien. And this is, I think this is a Pro 1. Pro 1 drone, we'll call that. And you know, what I had also done was I looked through and categorized a lot of the parts that I had done a while ago that happened to be in D flat. That's always, you know, especially when you're working with hardware, you know, it's hard, or especially the hardware where there aren't any presets. It's hard to kind of recall what those are at any given time. So whatever is recorded in is what's recorded in. So let me just listen to a couple of these in D flat. Would this sound?
This is your last
Oh yeah, something like that would sound cool. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of the benefit of, you know, keeping some of the audio clips that you record organized, because you could always repurpose them in other tracks. So we'll go in and start doing that.
This is your last
That doesn't really go. I don't think that was in D flat. But okay, let's go back to our arrangement. And let's just kind of look at the structure. I want to extend this song out. And I like the intro.
This is your last warning. Leave or we will send you back to the hell where you belong.
They're not all frauds after all. Someone has imagination and a gift of expression.
This is no laughing matter, Mike.
We might have a, yeah, we can add let's see, and intro. So this, of course, is our intro. I like that. It's a little 8-bar intro. I mean, we could extend it out a little bit too. And I was also thinking about upping the tempo a bit. What do you guys think?
This is your last one.
Yeah. Let's extend this intro. I'm gonna add 4 bars before. Insert time. I think that is Command I. Yeah. So I'm gonna shift these modular noises over here. This guy could come in maybe around here.
This is your last.
It's a little loud. I mean, I like mixing as I'm going. Although I like saving the main mix down for the end.
This is your last warning. Leave or we will send you back to the hell where you belong.
They're not all frauds after all. Someone has imagination and a gift of expression.
This is no laughing matter, Mike.
I want a little bit extra. So let's move all of this. Well, I don't want it. Let's see how this would sound. Like this.
Leave or we will send you back to the hell where you belong.
They're not all frauds after all. Someone has imagination and a gift of expression.
This is no laughing matter, Mike.
I'm gonna up this to 105 or 103. And now I noticed the drums are a little different because I'm using a different drum kit, but that's okay. I think we should do a little bit more sound design on the drums itself. But it's in the same vein, you know, kind of a real deep 808 and more of like FM type percussion to give it more of that, almost a modular synth feel.
There's no laughing matter, Mike.
I like that big boom. Okay. And then I'm gonna add a few more audio tracks just to play around with some of the other audio loops that we had from August 13th. I especially want to see if we can put, if we could layer in that modular noise from the 13th. So here we go. These are the ones. I think this will work.
This is your last warning. Leave or we will send you back to the hell where you belong.
Can't remember what this one is, but let's take a listen.
We will send you back to the
Oh yeah, I love that detune. That is actually from the Prophet 6, and I put a lot of that vintage knob action in there to detune some of those oscillators and put some unpredictability in on the envelopes. Now let's listen to this part. Yeah, like this could kind of go in like towards the end, so I'm gonna just save it for out here. And then I'm gonna go back to song structure. So we have the finish of the intro. I think I really I only have a 16 bar area right here. Let's duplicate that. And then maybe right here at the end, we can drop this out and see what this would sound like. Yeah. And let's get back to arrangement. I don't want this digital guitar to come back in. And in fact, maybe we'll re-record that because I think I still have the patch on here. Let me enable that. Okay, I don't hear anything. That's okay. Oh, you know why? Because for morning pages, we were listening to the Juno 106. That's the thing with patch bays and not enough channels. But it's all good. So just so we have that in case we wanted to re-record that part. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a locator here, mini break. Make it easier. And break. Okay. And then here we'll have another main break. And then here's where we can actually extend this thing out. And then I remember these drums were off another step, which, and I really like that feel. So for now, you know, I'm going to just duplicate this part and extend it out. And then we'll figure out what to do towards the end. We might need to find some more samples. I've got a lot of really great samples from throughout the week. Okay. I want this to be real minimal at the beginning, so I'm going to try to choose between these two modular sounds. And in fact, let's group these together. I'm just going to call this modular. because they're in the similar frequencies, so we can eventually mix them. They're very similar. They might sound good together. You know, what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna pan one slightly left and the other one slightly right. 33, yeah, let's see. If you have headphones, tell me what you think of this. Oh yeah, it adds a little more depth.
This is your last warning. Leave or...
Yeah, I want more space between this is your last warning.
This is your last warning. Leave or we will send you back to the hell where you belong.
They're not all frauds after all. Someone has imagination, resisted expression.
This is no lack of mastermind.
Actually, that's kind of a cool little accident. I didn't mean for this one to come in right here, but I'm gonna say reverse Pro 1. I don't know. That's probably a better way of putting it, but let me. See this thing real quick. I still want, yeah, let's put this one in here. I don't want that wall-to-wall beat. And in fact, I might even just take some of these break beats away. And maybe a little vocal hit right there. And this one, I can let this ring out right here. And I'm gonna change up my my delay because it's sounding a little too static. So I'll mess with that a little bit. And then maybe, how about this? I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna cut this out. I'm gonna take this. I am going to crop the clip and I'm gonna reverse it. It's a little bit too much, but I like this reverse right here. See. Yeah. And then here, sure that, yeah, good. The crash symbol is there. All right. I'll do some drum sound design in a bit. Not a huge, let's see. These breakbeats are really subtle in the back. Let's see how it sounds without it. Yeah, you kind of miss it. But they're a little off, so I'm actually, let's see if I start it over here. There were some other samples that I liked from another track. This is vocal chops in G. No. Maybe it's the one that we had today. Oh, here we go.
This is...
No, that's this one. Ah. That's cool. If this one was from August 28th, that's in C. So this would just have to be pitched up one semitone. Let me keep that. This sounds like it would go with this atmosphere. Let's put it in this one for now. And how about this one? No. How about beads? I'm not sure how that would go. Let's take a quick listen. No, no. Oh yeah, that M1 reverse noise sounds good. Let's see. And I'm just doing this so that it doesn't cut off real quickly. It sort of does though, huh? This is probably better off right here, leading into the mini break. And then we'll need a vocal hit right here. And the sample we found this morning, I think might fit. But then I also don't want to overuse it because I want to use it for another song. But let's just put it in there for now. Oh, today's not August 31st. Today is September 3rd. Let's see. 6 hours to live. Yeah, my mini break could really go for that. I'm going to take the final one. Is it the same one though? Yeah, it's the same one. Let's put this up here.
You have 6 hours to live, Arthur. Just 6 more hours.
Okay. So if you are joining from this morning, you'll recognize this sample. And because I love this sample so much and I think it should just be drawn out, we're just going to make this break longer. So it's not really a mini break anymore. It's a couple bars. Let's see.
Hours to live, Arthur. Just 6 more hours. Just 6 more hours.
Cool, that sounds all right. I'm gonna get rid of this last little hit, although I don't mind it too much.
Just 6 more hours.
And then maybe right here, I could put a little snare roll. And actually what I might do later is once I convert all of these individual drum parts into audio, I'll reverse that. So it'll be like a reverse snare. That'd be pretty neat. And then here, after that break, I want something maybe more rhythmic, or what if we add, let me see what this sounds like. Oh yeah. Then what was... Oh yeah, I forgot. So this was our original Prophet, but I'm going to make another track, put that down there, and I'm going to group that because they're similar sounds, and they come from the same synthesizer, so I think I could EQ them in the mixing phase together. Prophet 6, and then maybe we're done with this one. I'll keep it. I'm not going to totally get rid of it, but let's put them here, because now we're at the minute mark. We're going to add a new element, but we're not going to keep building on it. It'll be similar, but
Just 6 more hours.
maybe not this one.
Just 6 more hours.
I take that back. This one could maybe end up driving that second break. It's kind of making the mix muddy, although you never know until the mixing phase. What was the other idea I had? Oh, here we go. I think this might work. This is that fake male choir from that Mellotron. I think it's an original sample from a Mellotron.
Just 6 more hours.
Yeah, this is not too bad right here.
Let's just do it and see if I can trace my origins. Maybe I'll find them something.
Well, I don't know, Mike. I just hadn't thought about it.
Well, then don't.
Okay, and this main break's just got to be longer. But it's not, shouldn't come until later. I'm going to duplicate this because we're going to let that run a good 32 bars, I think. This is kind of our main section right here. And if I remember correctly, we kind of used a weird, kind of some weird timing for that. So what I'm going to do is kind of be a DJ, and I'm going to fade into another loop of that. Command T for a new track underneath, and you know, I could just kind of crossfade it. See how that sounds. Let me group these together. Yeah, they kind of fade into each other. And then unfortunately, I think, yeah, we only recorded 15 real bars of this, so I'm gonna have to fade that in again until the main break. And then maybe
Let's just do it and see if I can trace my origins. Maybe I'll find myself here.
Well, I don't know, Mike. I just hadn't.
oh, this is what we'll do. I'm gonna reverse this. I think this was originally reversed, so we'll write that. What is that? How does that sound? Oh yeah, real subtle, but there's kind of a lot of lows in there. So, while I'm not in the mixing phase yet, let's make our life easier. You can't even hear it that well. Although you miss it when it's not there.
Let's just do it and see if I can trace my origins. Maybe I'll find myself here.
Well, I don't know, Mike. I just hadn't thought about it.
Well, then don't.
This is 5 bars. We're gonna make this. I'm gonna just insert time for shoots. Should have done it the other way, but it's okay. Let's shift all this over. Modular noises could keep going through for now. Mellotron, we're going to stop that, and we're going to go ahead and start putting in these reverse reverbs. And this is 10, so actually let's maybe for now we'll keep all of this time. Well, you know, keep it kind of within our divisible by 4. Up 7. Miscount. Yeah. So now we've got a 8-bar break. I mean, let me take that back. Let's go ahead and keep it at a 10-bar break. No one's really counting the rhythm at that point. And then we could kind of extend these vocals out. So I'm just going to use the warp function. Everything's kind of changed. Oh, wait. So I want to crop these clips and kind of, I don't want it to sound too artificial. Let's see. Just a little. Oh, shoots. Because I did crop them, but that's okay. Let's crop them all and then just do them individually.
Let's just do it. Let's just do it. The origin. Let's see if I can trace my origins. To see if I can trace my origins. Maybe I'll find... Maybe I'll find myself there.
Sample's not the greatest of quality. I hear a lot of crackles, but we can fix that with, have you guys heard of RX by Isotope? I have the previous version. It's pretty good at like taking out those little clicks.
Maybe I'll find myself there.
Well, I don't know, Mike.
You kind of mess with the warping algorithm as well. But I think maybe the point now is to just kind of get the right parts in.
Well, I don't know, Mike. I just hadn't thought about it. I just hadn't thought about it.
Well, then don't. Let's just do it.
Oh, I had actually, I see what I did. This is just from a couple days ago, but I completely forgot. So let me crop that clip. Yeah, this will be good, because then,
I just hadn't thought about it.
and then we'll just make this kind of silence right here. Where this spanky beat? Let's take that out for now. It did sound okay with the samples. Oh, I got a delivery. Hold on. Yes? Oh. I got a delivery. Yeah, I'm not going to open it unless you guys want to see what it is. Let me open it This is what they call, if you read The War of Art, not the art of, not to be confused with the art of war, but the war of art. This is part of the resistance. You know, getting the mail and doing things. What is this? Oh, cool. So this actually has to do um, with this stream. So I recently put up some of my old DJ lights, but I never had DMX cables. So, and I do have a lot of XLR cables, but then I got all scared because I read an article on not using XLR cables with DMX, but who knows. So these are DMX cables, and I could hook everything together, and so I don't have to program the lights individually. So I'll do that for tomorrow's stream. Okay. Back to work. We're on an hour right now, and you know, I don't think it's too bad. So far, just to summarize what we've done this hour is we opened up August 31st's live set, which already had a little bit of a structure. We brought in a couple of clips from other sessions that we did during morning pages. And now we're in arrangement, and we're trying to extend this song to maybe, you know, I don't know. It doesn't really matter how long the song's going to be, but I wanted it longer than 2 minutes, which is the original. So we've kind of extended the main section. Right now we're working on the main break, and then we'll just have to work on the outro, and then I think we'll be in a good spot to eventually finish it. And I'll probably have to just finish it offline because a lot of that part is kind of boring to watch, I think. You know, the mixing and in my case, the swearing.
Let's just do it.
Okay. And at this point, you know, I want to make sure that it sounds close to what I imagine. That's why I'm just like stopping and starting. I don't know. Is that how you guys produce? Let's just do it. Let's raise that.
Let's just do it.
And all of these at the end, I want it to rise in. So right now, this automation lane is telling me to add more delay. As you see right now, it's -5.7, but when I
To see if I can trace my origins.
and then you hear it echo a little
Maybe I'll
bit.
find myself there.
This is where I want that.
I'll find myself there.
I don't know, Mike. I don't know, Mike. I just hadn't thought about it.
Yeah, so this is a 10-bar break, but I wanted this last two to be more of a more silent.
Just hadn't thought about it.
Take this part out, and then we'll start it up again. Yeah. And actually, This might work out. It's a nice silent section, so we could put in this reverse that we can hardly hear. Main break. Oh, wait a second. Main break's over here. Ooh, carpal tunnel. Okay, let's hear this.
I just hadn't thought about it.
Yeah, and we can maybe figure out, boom, you know, right there when. So this one is shifted slightly. The beat is shifted slightly. So for those with a discerning ear, you can tell that the beat is slightly different from before, but we would want that kick drum to hit right away.
I just hadn't thought about it.
It could have more impact, yeah, of course. Actually, I kind of had an idea. Maybe this becomes, maybe this becomes like a 4 on the floor right here. I'm not sure. Let's just program it in for now. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Sorry. I've got really bad old habits. So. Oh, wait. So this itself, okay. I think I got it. Let's just see how this would sound. Oops. This is what I wanted to do. Let's just see, and then I'm gonna mess with the decay. No. But maybe we can add more kicks. Something like that. All right. Let's do 16 bars of that. This is going to be yellow. And I'm just messing with the kick drum. Alrighty. Let me just make sure that's the only track arms. Okay. You know what I messed up on? I need to put on the overdub. Overdub is this one. I had to cheat with my little help function, which is actually really useful if you're using live and you're stuck on what some of these cryptic symbols are. Just open up the info view over here, just hover over it, and it'll tell you MIDI arrangement overdub. That's what I wanted, because what I did was actually just overdub the whole thing, but I didn't want to do that. Wait, what did we have before?
Let's just do it.
That's what I wanted, something like that. Yeah, let's do that. That was in 16 bars? Dang. Oh, you know why? Because we're at such a slow pace. We're at a slow tempo. Try this again. And I'll look up this time. I can't get that. I'm gonna look at the clip. Oh, on the push. That makes it so much easier. I think I automated that bass drum. I'm going to take that off. How do I do that? I'm just going to clear this whole thing. The other thing I can do, let's put in a ride cymbal. Something real subtle. And I'm gonna tap it in because maybe I want to do something like that rather than just a straight. All right, let's try this again. What the? Where did it go? Oh, yeah. It had recolored my... I'm gonna change that, that rim shot sound. Maybe a 909 clap. Yeah. I think that could change. That's the nice thing about having everything in MIDI, at least for me, for the drums, because I always like reprogramming things on the drum machine. The other thing too is, if this ever becomes a track for release and I want to include it into a live set, what I like doing is having all my drums in as MIDI, and then I use this MC101 as a sound module, and this is kind of my travel setup. Just plug this into the laptop, and then I use the internal sounds in 4 parts. And yeah, it's a nice travel tour companion. Although I haven't had the opportunity to road test it because of course, the pandemic. I haven't had a sip of water for over an hour. How are you guys feeling about this track? Is there anything that I should add or any good advice?
Let's just do it. To see if I can trace my origins. Maybe I'll find myself there.
Well, I don't know, Mike. I just hadn't thought about it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We need to find something to... What's this over here? No. This is our modular sound right here.
Hadn't thought about it.
This thing's got to be louder. And why not also bring that over? It's, well, that's okay. This is something we'll have to deal with, maybe with, oh, I see why. This thing isn't, this thing stops right around here. It's not in perfect time. Group tracks, and we'll rename that one M1 Noise. That was from the Korg M1 plugin. Maybe there's just needs to be a big boom right here. Yeah. I'm going to put a lot of reverb on this. Build up the reverb. And build up the delay. Maybe like this. Maybe even build it up and have this at max right here so it kind of overlaps. Maybe I'm not feeling those claps anymore. But wait, what was this Pro 1 drone? Oh, yeah, we almost forgot about this part. This needs its own track. Because I'm thinking right here at that 315 mark might just be our climax. And we'll let that roll on. Let's see how that would sound. Maybe there's too much going on. Let's see.
I just hadn't thought about it.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here, but I'm gonna maybe I'll EQ a lot of this out. That's what I'll do. because this is clashing with this. Those two are clashing, so we can do a little bit of a panning thing, just slight. And actually, what I want to do here is I'm going to use an LFO to pan, because I want this to have some movement. So I'll pan this guy and not so deep. And the rate will be pretty slow. Yeah, let's see how this panning sounds. Oh wait. It was already... I take that back, because it already has a pan effect. So I will pan this Pro 1 over here, maybe use the LFO. Although I don't really like doing that with bass. But I think it's always good to experiment. Let's see. I'm going to map my balance, see what this sounds like. Put this back to center. I mean, I know it's a bass part, but let's take those lows out and just keep those high. And then let's compare, let's look at the EQ on here. I think we could cut some of these lows out as well. It's not adding anything to the song. And then we'll have this guy come in again. Although, do we want to, I'm gonna take out this beat. coming to think of it, this needs, these little percussion parts need an EQ because it's clashing with my drums. Oh yeah, man, look at that. I don't even want any of those kicks. Yeah, I just want it to be real subtle. I'm gonna put a marker here. Call this climax. And while we do have a little riser here, it can probably use something else. So I'm going to put in a MIDI track, and I'm going to put in, I'm going to see if there's a good riser in that riser plugin. So I'm thinking maybe a white, an LFO white noise. Riser. Anybody use this plugin? I usually like it for placeholders because I've got so many white noise generators, but I don't know. This plugin sounds really good for those transitions. Of course, you know, you have so many different choices, and you know you have so many different options up here as well. The higher you go on the keyboard, the faster the rise or the fall is. I'm just looking for some white noise, maybe some. Oh, I know. I want it to fall with like a rhythmic white noise. Let's see if there's anything that would work. Reso fall. Let's just see. No. White noise effects. No. Or should we try the riser first? Because it needs more.
What about it?
It doesn't add anything. The transition noises I'll worry about later. Let's take that off for now. But I do like this drone. How about this? Since the Pro 1 and this Prophet kind of clash, maybe this is the new element for the for this little main part. let's hear what we have so far, and then I can figure something out, because I think I'll probably sign off in about a half an hour, and then just let it be where it is. Then I'll give some more thought tonight.
This is your last warning. Leave, or we will send you back to the hell where you belong.
They're not all frauds after all. Someone has imagination or just an expression.
This is no laughing matter, Mike.
And do some sound design on the drums. Think of that 909 snare. Yeah. Sorry, changing my sample rate.
Let's just do it. To see if I can trace my origins. Maybe I'll find myself there.
Well, I don't know, Mike. I just hadn't thought about it. Okay, that's what we have so far. Yeah, I think we still need a lot of work, but kind of like where this is heading. We'll let this climax go for 32 bars-ish. And then maybe right here, we'll start the outro. Yeah, and then we'll have like a nice 4-minute track. And in fact, the outro could just include some of the original drums that was a little off center.
figure out maybe a good, enable some of this. Why is that? Oh, didn't want that. I mean, this could maybe subtly rise. There. Oh, crazy. Didn't realize. Yeah. Then maybe at this very end. Give this a little curve. Then we're gonna have to do what we did before. And oh, let's see what this sounds. We'll end with that male choir. You know, something like that. The outro doesn't have to be the whole thing. And of course, we'll have to add some vocal samples. We could bring this guy back. It might be too much for the climax right here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm starting to, you know, that male choir thing it's so, I don't know, it's kind of been overused. I mean, it was a preset from the Mellotron, and I think a lot of like 80s and 90s artists used it. I kind of like it. I think it was used on Blue Monday, the New Order track. Why don't we just finish it right here? I mean, I don't think we need to. Right here. Although, wait a second. Let's do this. I'm gonna cut that, and I'm taking out this kick. And in fact, maybe what we do is take out some of these kicks towards the end. And we actually don't need this snare either, this last snare. And it is, the drums are starting to sound static, but what I'm gonna do, and we got 15 minutes. What I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna automate some motion, maybe on the decay, to just give it something a little more interesting. I mean, same with the hi-hats. Can you hear the hi-hats? Are they panning? Yeah, they are. Okay. Hi-hats are panning. Let's hear this end part. Why not? Let's just end it with a 808 crash cymbal for now. And that crash cymbal is actually kind of harsh. Let's see. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I freaked out. I thought I was moving the wrong parameter and I'd have to delete everything. That's the one thing. There's not, I guess they, in the latest firmware on the TR-8S, there's an undo type function. But there's so many different button presses, I don't like messing with that. Okay. And, you know, as we continue on with this track, also I might add a little swing to it so that it's a little less robotic. But this is what we have so far, and then and it ends right there. I'll put my end locator right here. Bang. And currently we're at 4 minutes 12 seconds for a track, and yeah, I think we're in a good place. There are a few things we might want to move around, but just to give you an idea, this is sort of what it looks like, and my master track is a little messed up now. But now that we've listened to that song so many times, now might be a good time to kind of go through this August Try Me track. I have a bunch of clips from August that from some of the tracks that I rated higher than most, and we can see if there's any element that might work.
This is no laughing.
And what I might do is I'll move some of those clips over here so that I can experiment with them. Why not? Let's see what that sounds like. Yeah, maybe some like subtle hits like that. I think we have enough modular noises back there. Oh, that's kind of neat. This would actually have to go up. This one too. Because that was in C and we're in C sharp. This is what the final song sounds like from these. This was from August 12th. Let me hear this August 13th again. So we took some elements from this track. So it's kind of a mashup between August 13th and August 31st. So let's... Let me fast forward a bit. Yeah, see, it's pretty, this was in a Iwato scale. This one probably won't work. No. Oh, except...
Who is the woman in the Victoria, Harry?
What?
That you dream about?
Oh, how do I know? People in dreams. They're nobody at all, or they're everybody.
You see Aaron Burr plainly enough. I mean, he isn't nobody or everybody.
All right.
Oh, hey, thanks, Samora.
I don't know who the woman is. Maybe it's...
Yeah, I'll probably work on it a little bit more, either this evening or over the weekend. But yeah, if you're interested in watching, you know, maybe I'll just start streaming that. The tune. What tune were you talking about? Let's see if there's anything from here we could use. What else we have over here? Vocal chops in G. Oh! I remember this one. I like this track too. Oh, the Iwato one? Let me pull some of that in. This was in that Helog scale. I think it's from the Philippines. But let's put these over here. Well, let's listen to the pad real quick. That pad might work. It's kind of an angelic pad. I did that on the Noodler. Let's see. That's in C. Move it up one. Oh, I have an idea. Maybe this would be a good... Maybe there's another break. And it's just this pad. Or let's look at our main break. Let's see if that would work here. And this is CliffX, but this is just for experimental. Add? Question mark?
see if I can trace my origins.
I just hadn't thought about it.
A little off, but I like it because the track itself is pretty dark, and if we want to kind of change up the emotion after 2.5 minutes, this could work. Let me take off this alien verb, and maybe that'll work. Because there's not too many other things in this break that's going to clash. Let's just see.
Let's just do it. To see if I can trace my origins. Maybe I'll find myself there.
Well, I don't know, Mike. I just hadn't thought about it.
Not really, but I like that idea. Oh my gosh, I guess I have delay on here. Huh. I like the idea of having something like that, like something in a different key. Would it work for a different break? Or in the outro? Maybe if we put it in the outro instead of this Blue Monday choir, the male choir, then maybe that could fade into a new track that we'll work on next week, in that key, or with that kind of feeling. Let's go like this. I don't want to mess that up because that was kind of cool, but let's see. This becomes a new track. Let me try something real quick. Right here. Okay, I have an idea. So we're kind of working on 2 tracks. This is actually great because this is how I worked on my last album. Was so if you listen to it, you'll know that it's a gapless playback. It's kind of like one story. There's 11 tracks, but they all fade into one another. And so I worked on it by doing my morning pages and then figuring out which tracks work best together. They didn't necessarily have to be in the same key, but it had to kind of tell a story. So this is kind of maybe what we will work on next week. Something, I can't even remember what date that was. I'll have to look it up. But because if we go like this, I'm going to just put on a generic 4 on the floor. And it would be a different drum kit because it'd be kind of like that transition. But what if we did something like this? So this is kind of the end of our track, the outro. It's a little more optimistic. We have a nice break. The new track starts. Something like that. But what I would do is I would up the tempo, because it's kind of a slow track, and maybe I could automate the tempo to subtly go up to, I mean, not too crazy, but like 120. Let's see. So we're gonna end this song. Part comes in. And then we go like this. But it would be more of a, and then, you know, it would go into the next track, and then we would, right? Something like that. Okay, that's given me a lot of good ideas. Hey, thanks, Samora. Yeah, me too. I love those types of albums. If you've ever heard Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, that is such an incredible storytelling type album. Heavily influenced by that. Left Field's Leftism is also like that. What's another one? Orbital's Insides is like that. Even Erasure's self-titled album Erasure is like that. It just kind of tells a story. Each song blends into the next one, and I don't know, I always find that so beautiful. So I try to do that with my albums. With, I don't know, with mixed results. I'm usually happy with how the story is being told, but I'm still working on my execution. So yeah, thanks for hanging in there. I think I'll end this right now and take a little break. I gotta eat some lunch. It's 2:00 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. I don't know what time it is for you guys. I think for Samora, you're maybe well into the evening, as are a lot of you guys. But hey, thanks for swinging by that first Finish Friday. I'm just gonna end by playing what we currently have, and I'm gonna just continue working on this throughout the week. And maybe for next week's Finish Friday, I'll come back on, and who knows, like maybe during the weekend, I'll feel motivated to also share how I finish this track. So it's, I guess maybe we'll call it almost finished Friday. Dream Theater Scenes from a Memory. Oh, cool. Sorry, I know my chats aren't the most interesting. I'm not fast on that. But yeah, dude, that's really cool. 8 p.m. All right. Time to go to sleep. I'm going to go ahead and play this with what we have so far, including that little part that we tried to make. I have to remember to keep this decay on the bass drum on. Yeah. That's the problem with working on hardware. So actually, I'm going to also record those in just in case, you know, something happens with the hardware. So thanks again for joining. Here's what we have so far. I would say we're maybe 70% of the way through. It's just that final 30% that that is always difficult. But I'm pretty happy with, you know, 2 hours ago I was at maybe 20%. So we got a lot done in just 2 hours. So I'm going to turn my mic off, and thanks again for joining in. Aloha from Hawaii.
This is your last warning. Leave or we will send you back to the hell where you belong.
They're not all frauds after all. Someone has imagination and discretion.
This is no laughing matter, Mike.
Let's just do it. To see if I can trace my origins. Maybe I'll find myself there.
Well, I don't know, Mike. I just haven't thought about it.